is Kim, and today I want to talk about macroinvertebrates. Welcome to McHenry County Conservation District's Wonders of the Wild. So macroinvertebrates literally means an invertebrate is something without a backbone, and then macro means it's something large enough that we can actually see it. There's lots of microscopic critters that are in the waterways, but we wanted today to talk about the macro ones because obviously we can be able to show them to you. And what's really important about macroinvertebrates are they tell us something about the health of the creek. If you find a wide diversity, a wide variety of them, it means that you have a healthy creek. Mussels, for example, are considered an indicator species. That means that when mussels start dying off, they're indicating that there's some sort of pollution problem with your waterway. So we did find a mussel, and this one was, when I picked it up, slightly open, possibly feeding, letting the water filter through its body and eating the microscopic organisms, but it has chosen to clam up, as we say, and it is completely closed right now. I'll leave it in the water there and see if it wants to open up and show itself. But we also have a open mussel shell, which obviously no longer has a living being in it. And these are called giant floaters, and you can see how big they are, but they get even bigger. And the fact that they are so old and large and have been in the creek in a long time means that the creek is doing really well. Mussels have a fascinating lifespan. They are born tiny, 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 and they will actually live within the gills of fish right at the beginning of their life, protected there until they're ready to drop off and anchor themselves in the ground with their foot, it's called, and then they will feed from the bottom of the creek. We also found a rock that appears to have all of these little rocks glued to it. So what did that? It's called the caddisfly larva. And there are some tiny ones in here. They are larvae of what's going to be a caddisfly, later flying around the creek. And they build these homes by gluing together rocks so that they can hide protected within them. Over here, we have a couple of critters in here. One are the water striders, and water striders are really fascinating because they're actually walking on the water. Now, a lot of people think they're water spiders, but no, they actually aren't spiders at all, and you can easily tell that by the fact that they do not have 8 legs. Right? Spiders are arachnids, and they would all have 8 legs. These are insects. They have 6 legs, and the end of their feet or legs make a little water bubble that allows them to literally float and walk on the water. Here we have a water scavenger beetle. One of the things that this beetle shows us is the coloration that a lot of insects and animals in the creek have, so that they are camouflaged. He has a dark back. Any animal, say a bird that's trying to find beetles to eat, that looks down into the water is going to have a hard time seeing a dark beetle's back. But also, underneath, he's light and even shiny. Anything like a fish that's looking upwards towards the sky, trying to find a beetle to eat, is going to have a hard time seeing the shiny, light-colored beetles underneath side. These are just a few of the hundreds of macroinvertebrates that can inhabit the creek or in other waterways around us, and it's an indicator again of it being very high quality, which is good news for all of the animals and for us. Thanks for watching, and again, remember to respect all your plants and animals in the conservation areas around you. and watch for us next time on Wonders of the Wild.